What I was trying to allude to in the previous video about the A20s or any earmuff style headset, that if you got long hair or sunglasses or a baseball cap and it breaks the seal, I didn't mean it broke the seal so bad they were unusable. It meant that the delta between the noise canceling between those and these is a lot closer.
Exactly.
The difference isn't as much. Now, if you're real short haired or bald and you don't wear sunglasses and you don't wear a ball cap, I think you're going to notice a bigger difference because they are going to seal better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But when you have 1, 2, or 3 things, hair and sunglasses and ball cap or a beanie, I don't think the difference is going to be that noticeable. Analysis on the headsets right now. We've had 2, 3, about 4 hours flying in them so far.
So far, so good. I mean, the sound is fine. I don't really notice.
Do you notice them being louder at all, or is?
Really? We kind of talked about it. I guess I can try the other headset now.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so what do you think?
Sound quality of the ProFlights
Right, 2s are.
It's crisper. But I think the noise, the amount is kind of similar.
In other words, you don't detect a distinct difference between the two.
Right.
For the ambient noise.
Right.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking for anything that could partially break the seal, whether it be hair, sunglasses, a ball cap, or anything like that. I think that's the reason why I've kind of said all along that, well, try this. Take your glasses off and see if you notice a difference.
You notice it a little bit.
It's not huge, but you do notice just a slight difference. Yeah. I think that's the reason why when we see all these test results on them, that they say, oh, they're louder and all. I mean, 99% of them I see that test them and say that or give that feedback are guys with like crew cut hairs or bald or very, very short hair.
Yeah.
And they don't have anything that breaks the seal that bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna get these. I'm switching them out.
All right, go ahead. Now that you had these on, put the other ones on, put these back on, if you prefer.
Yeah, I think I like these better. It's just the sound quality is better.
It's
not
sharper.
Yeah, sharper. There's a good word. Yeah.
Crisp, real crisp, yeah. It's kind of what I noticed as well.
Yeah.
And even if you could hear slightly more ambient noise, if it's not distinctively louder, these are so much.
Yeah, the comfort level is what makes the difference.
I mean, you don't even feel them on your head at all.
Oh.
So far, we are really enjoying the new headsets. One of the features is you can tap one of the earbuds and it will turn off the noise canceling so that you can hear some other people in the cockpit. That was kind of really more geared toward airline pilots because a lot of times they have to fly, even with regular type headsets, they have to have one of the earmuffs open so they can hear conversations going on in the cockpit. I tried it with it on, and if you reach up and try to readjust your earbud, sometimes it'll tap it off, so I disabled that feature. I think it's better for GA without it. But our final analysis, we want to get several more flights in wearing these headsets, and we'll let you know what we think once we have a little more hours flying with them. Well, one of the things we noticed, and just really wasn't thinking about it, was on our recent flight down to Ruston, Louisiana, where the temperatures are in the upper 90s and even some low 100s, was the sweating around the ear. The earmuff style headsets you just started to sweat and kind of get wet around your ear and the ceiling surface areas. And this all but eliminated that. So that's another advantage for the in-ear style headsets. So I think our final analysis is we're really enjoying these, and I believe we're going to keep using them for a while. We were on a longer flight, and Janis was having some snack, and for some reason her right earbud just didn't seal back correctly, so she decided to maybe try some of the other sizes to see if that would seal a little bit better when eating snacks. And ended up that's just a little hard to do in the plane, so she just threw the old Bose A20s on, and then I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to do a side-by-side between the ProFlight 2 and the Bose A20s.
You know, I've never tried them back to back. Why don't you grab mine and I'll try them too.
Okay.
We're now at 36 left. You're listening in now, right?
Correct.
Got me.
Gotcha.
I like those better. These are louder.
Back to maintain 8,000.
Down to 8,000, thank you, Scott 63.
Almost immediately, the Bose A20s were significantly louder with the ambient noise. Partially, in fact, what I discussed earlier was with a ball cap and long hair and sunglasses, they just tend to break the seal. And that just kind of bore that out, and I immediately went back to the ProFlight 2s and are quite happy with them. And we may decide to go ahead and upgrade and get the molded earpieces for them now that we decided that we do like them significantly better than the A20s or over-the-ear muff style headsets.
Did have your Bluetooth turned on, don't they?
Yeah, but it was wearing a ball cap and the sunglasses, it just broke the seal too much. I mean, I could hear them, but I could hear the engine a lot louder, you know. It's kind of what we said. If you have really short hair and you don't have anything to break the seal, those are better. Over the ears are better. But if, like in your case, the earplugs are not quite sealing right, you just need to play with the different sizes, or maybe we get the custom molded ones.
I was even thinking I might need the custom molded one.
After we landed, Janis kind of thought about it and decided she did want the custom molded ear plugs for the Bose ProFlight 2s. So she contacted Angela Darha, a doctor of audiology, and we made an appointment with her, and it was going to be about $50 to get the molds. And I thought, well, what the heck? For another $50, I'll do the same thing. The first thing that needs to be done, and probably the most uncomfortable, is you got to put in a cotton block, or what I call auto block, and it has to go past the second bend of the ear canal, and this is to prevent the silicone from obviously going all the way down to your eardrum, and it also provides a means to help pull it out because there's a string attached to it, and they can twist the dried silicone and then pull the string to get the mold out of your ear. So after the ear canal block is positioned correctly, Angela then mixes up the ear mold and starts to dispense it into your ear all the way to the block and around the contours of your ear to make sure you have a nice custom fitted ear mold. So as you see, they don't call it a deep impression for nothing. It does go in your canal pretty good little ways, and that cotton ear block served its purpose. So this shows the possible results you can have. The first one is a good impression. It goes in past the second bend. The second one is a poor impression. It did not reach the second bend. In other words, they didn't put that cotton block in far enough. And then the third one is one that they went too fast and got some air pockets in the mold, so it's basically useless. Overall, we are extremely pleased with the experience, and Angela did tell us or warn us that in some cases, putting in the ear block will cause people to cough, of all things. And when she put it in the first ear, it didn't bother me, and for some reason, the second ear it did. And it only coughed a couple of times, and once it kind of settled down, then she could continue on with the mold. So she did an excellent job, and Janis and I can highly recommend her. So we decided to use Avery Sound or Pilot Stuff to order our custom ear molds from, and they offer several different packages to choose from. So obviously we have the Bose ProFlight, so those are $175, and that's what we selected. And they offer a multitude of different colors for an additional $12. So Janis and I decided to each get a custom color. She got purple and I got green, just so we wouldn't get them confused.
We have some new molded earpieces.
Well, we did. That last video, Janis was trying to play with the different sizes Bose had. We had an issue. We'd had about 40 hours on them.
Yeah.
And I think when you were eating or something, it kind of popped the seal a little bit.
And I never could get them to seal good then. I was hearing a lot of engine noise and stuff, and not hearing comms real well.
Yeah, you could hear them. They just weren't clear. And she kind of mentioned maybe I ought to get the molded earplugs. Well, I said, well, if you're going to get them, I might as well get them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't that much. It was $50 for the mold.
Yeah.
And
Per person.
per person, yeah.
Then $175 to have the molds made. Per person.
Per
yeah.
person. And then another $19, $20 to get custom colors.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and did that so we would.
And we could just at a glance tell this is yours and this is mine. So
Yeah.
I have purple, he has green.
So, yeah, I got green. So,
Although your green is more of a
yeah, they're not as vibrant colors as you
no.
think they are. But
no. And this morning's our first flight to use them. We had tried them out around the house a little bit, but this is the first flight that we've used them, and so far the seal is fantastic.
And then the comfort is what we want to really compare, like on a long flight. See how well that does.
Well, and I did notice when we first put them in this morning, they were a little cold feeling, and so then in about 5 minutes, I kind of wiggled them again, and they really sealed great.
Yeah.
So that's if you do get them, that's a tip.
Oh.
You know, once they kind of warm up in your ear.
Yeah. Well, they got to get up to body temperature, you know.
Yeah. The audiologist that did the ear molds for us, she messaged me this week, and she wanted to know how they were, you know, we'd gotten the molds and how they were doing. And I told her that the test was this week, so she's really nice and anxious to know how well the molds are doing. So yeah. See what you mean about your mic. I wonder if it needs to be just tightened up over there
or something. Yeah, it's just kind of loose. I'm gonna look and see if there is an adjustment. If not, I'll just call Bose and say, hey, this been falling down.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I can hear myself crunching.
Those molded earplugs stay in your ear better when you're eating, don't they? Yeah. Before, when you were chewing, the ones from Bose kind of eased out, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
All right, in summation, here are some pros and cons. On the pro side, these headsets are extremely lightweight, very comfortable to use on long flights. They're only 4.9 ounces. And in conjunction with that, they eliminate the head clamping you can get with some of the over-the-ear headsets that are kind of tight across your head. In hot weather, you don't have to worry about over-the-ear ear sweat from the over-the-ear muff-styled headsets. The sound quality is excellent, a noticeable difference between the over-the-ear headsets, and obviously they're more comfortable to wear with glasses and hats, and well, in the cases of Janis, her earrings and other things like that may break the seal on an over-ear style headset. On the con side, these headsets may not be as quiet as over-the-ear headset, depending on your configuration, of course. There's no volume control on the Bose ProFlight 2s, and they can take a little more time to put on and off. And the earpieces would require some periodic cleaning, you know, wax and other things that may get into the earpieces. And maximum benefit may require, as in our case, custom molded earpieces. But for longer flights, they are absolutely wonderful and worth the expense. So I hope you found this review beneficial and hopefully may help you make a decision on whether or not to go with the Bose ProFlight 2s. I will say we have a total of 40 hours with the Bose ProFlight 2 factory ear plugs and over 20 hours with the custom molded ear plugs, and I would recommend just going ahead and going with the expense of the custom molded ear plugs just right off the bat. You can try them with the factory ear plugs and see if you like them or not, but it was a game changer going with the custom ear molds.